So now let's see how to solve division problems using the long division method. So we are going to be making use of we are going to be using 2 to divide in our example here to illustrate. So we are using 2 to divide. That is why we are making use of 2 times table. So when you are using 3, then you are free to use 3 times table. When you are dividing by 5, you use the 5 times table. So now this is our multiplication table for 2 up to 2 times 10, and therefore our division will be based on 2. Just for you to see the steps involved, just learn the steps, and the steps will be the same in other numbers too. So therefore, when we are dividing 684 by 2, we are going to bring in the long division sign. 684 should be written inside, while the 2 dividing should be written outside. Then let's begin. 2 divide 6. 2 divide 6. What you do is the 6, the first number here is 6, and that's the first one we are dividing. And therefore, go to your timetable, search for 6 in this column. Look for 6 in this column. And therefore, 6 here. That 6, we pick the 6 and write it down here. Then from that 6, the middle number there, the red number in the middle, is 3. We write it on top. Then we close and subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0. We bring down 8. 2 divide 8. Look for 8 here. See 8. We pick the 8 and write it here. Then the middle number there is 4. We write it on top. And therefore, 8 minus 8 is 0. We bring down this 4. Then 2 divide 4. Go to 2 times table. Look for 4. See 4 here. We pick the 4 and write it here. The middle number there is 2. We write it here. And we subtract. 4 minus 4, 0. So our answer is 342. Therefore, 684 divided by 2 will give you 342. That's our answer. So let's see number 2. Let's take a look at number 2 problem. Number 2, let's divide 286 divided by 2. 286 divided by 2, we draw our division symbol, and the 286 stays inside, and the number divided stays outside. We are making use of 2 times table to divide. So 2 divide 2. In our 2 times table, look for 2. Look for 2 there. See 2. Pick the 2. Write it under this 2 here. And the middle number there is 1. Pick it and write it on top of the 2. And therefore, we subtract. 2 minus 2 is 0. We are done with this line. We draw an arrow to bring down 8. 2 divide 8. Look for 8 in this timetable. See 8 here. Pick the 8 and write it under the 8 here. And then the middle number, pick it and write it on top. So you subtract. 8 minus 8 is 0. Then bring down the last number there. 6. 2 divide 6. Look for 6 in your 2 times table. See the 6. This 6, pick the 6, write it here, and the middle number there should go up. You subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0. So our answer becomes 143. 143. So that is long division. So once you generate your timetable, you are ready to go. So let's see example 3. In example 3, let's divide 4 to 6, or rather let's use 0. 420 divided by 2. So we draw our division sign, division symbol, and attach this number inside 420, and then this one should be outside. And then we also make use of our multiplication table for 2. See, so we have to 2 divide 4. We are looking for 4 in the 2 times table. We look for 4 in this column. Look at 4 here. Pick the 4, write it here. The middle number there is 2. Put it on top. And then close. Subtract. 4 minus 4 is 0. Bring down this 2. This 2 is the next number we are dividing now. Look for it in this column. Look at it here. Pick it and write it here. The middle number there should go on top. We subtract. 2 minus 2 is 0. So the next thing we do is bring down the last digit. This is 0. That's the next one we are dividing now. So this 0, look for it in this column. There is no 0 here. Nothing like 0. So whenever we are dealing with 0, 0 will always be 0, 0 here, and we'll subtract 0. So whenever you are dealing with 0, if you bring down 0, write 0 on top and write 0 under the 0, and still minus and get 0, because 0 is not available in the timetable here. And therefore, 420 divided by 2 will give you 210. That's the answer. Then, it's not all the times that you will be doing division work and then you will look for 4 and you find 4, you look for 2 and you find it and write and minus and you get 0. Sometimes you may look for a number in your multiplication table, you will not find it. In such a case, what do you do? So let's see example 4. In example 4, we'll take a look at problems that we cannot find in our multiplication table, and I will tell you what to do in order to handle such cases. Let's take a look at 734 divided by 2. So to do this, 734 divided by 2. Now, the first number there is 7. We are working with 7 now. Divide 7. Look for 7 in this column. You can see there is no 7. Okay, so what we have to do is, since there is no 7, we pick a smaller number, that is a number that is smaller than 7, but is very close to 7. Okay, so let's check for the number we can pick. 2 is smaller than 7. 4 is smaller than 7. 6 is smaller than 7. But 8 is bigger than 7. So we go back and pick this one. The one that is smaller than 7, but that is closer to the one bigger than 7. Just pick the number that is the number that is smaller than the number you are looking for. But the next number should be bigger than 8. So you have to pick that one that is smaller, that is close to the bigger one. So 2 is smaller than 7, 4 is smaller than 7, 6 is smaller than 7, but 8 is bigger than 7. So go back and take 6. We pick the 6, we put it here. The middle number there is 3, we write it here. And then we subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. And then we bring down the next number, which is 3. Now, pay attention very well. You can see that we have 1 here remaining, and this 3 came down. So 1 and 3 is now 13. We now have 13 now, because there was a 1 remaining here after subtracting, and a 3 also is now available for division. So we now join the 3 and the 1 to make 13. So we look for 13 in this timetable. No 13. 2 is smaller than 13. 4 is smaller than 13, 6 is smaller than 13, 8 is smaller than 13, 10 is smaller than 13, 12 is smaller than 13, 14 is bigger than 13. We go back one step and pick 12. Write down 12 here. The middle number here is 6. Write it on top, and then we subtract. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Finally, we'll bring down the last digit. So we now see that this 4 that is here now will join with the 1 that is here to make 14. So we look for 14 here. We look for 14 here. See 14. 14 is already here. So we don't have to choose any other smaller number. So since we can find 14, we take it straight. 14. The middle number there is 7. Write it down here. And then we'll subtract. 4 minus 4, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. So our answer becomes 367. Therefore, 734 divided by 2 is equal to 367. So that's how we handle problems that involves numbers which we can't trace in the multiplication table. Let's see example 5. Example 5. In example 5, let's look at this number. Let's say 9 5 8 divided by 2. 958 divided by 2. So we draw our division symbol and put the main number inside. Sorry. Put the main number inside and put the number dividing outside. So the first number we're dividing now is 9. 2 divide 9. Look for 9 here. There is no 9. No 9 anywhere here. So we look for the one to pick. We look for the one to pick. So 2 is smaller than 9. 4 is smaller than 9. 6 is smaller than 9. 8 is smaller than 9. 10 is bigger than 9. So we go back one step and pick 8. Write down the 8 under that 9. The middle number along that line where we picked 8 is 4. We put that 4 on top. Then we subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. We bring down 5. So this is 5. So the 5 joins with the 1 to make 15. So we now have 15. So we look for 15 over here. Look for 15. There is no 15 anywhere here. So what we do is we look for the one we can pick. 2 is smaller than 15. 4 is smaller than 15. 6 is smaller than 15. 8 is smaller than 15. 10 is smaller than 15. 12 is smaller than 15. 14 is smaller than 15. 16 is bigger than 15. We go back one step and pick 14. We write 14 down. 7 is the middle number there. We write it on top. And then 5 minus 4, 1. 1 minus 1, 0. We'll bring down the last number there, which is 8. And then we have 18. 2 divide 18. We'll search for 18 in our multiplication table. We can find it there. Look at it there. We choose the 18 and write it down. The middle number there is 9. We put it on top. And then we subtract. 8 minus 8 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. And therefore, 958 divided by 2 will give you 479. So, you see, multiplication table, division of numbers by long division is not really difficult. All you just need to do is generate your multiplication table and pick the numbers accordingly and arrange them where they are supposed to be. The answer will be out. So that's it. So let's see number 6. Number 6. 1 176 divided by 2. 176 divided by 2. We put our division symbol, 176 divided by 2. So first we are dividing 1, 2 divided by 1. There is no 1 in our table here. Look, the smaller number here, the smallest number here is 2, and there's no 1 at all, and there's no other smaller number to pick from or to choose from. So what we have to do right now is to pick nothing. So we have to choose 0. Since we can't find anything to pick, we choose 0, add 0 here, add 0 on top, and then 1 minus 0 is still 1. We bring down 7. We now have 17. So we are dividing 17 now. Look for 17 in our multiplication table. No 17 anywhere there. So we have to look for the one to pick. This is smaller than 17, smaller than 17, 6 is smaller than 17, 8 is smaller than 17, 10 is smaller than 17, 12 is smaller than 17, 14 is smaller than 17, 16 is smaller than 17, 18 is bigger than 17. So we stop. We have to go back one step and pick 16. And at the 16, at that line where 16 is located, the middle number there is 8. We write it on top, and then we subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. We bring down the last digit. So this gives us 16 now. We are looking for 16. 2 divide 16. We'll search for 16 on this column. 16. We'll pick the 16 and write it down here. And the middle number there is 8. The middle number there goes up. Then we subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. And that is it. So our answer becomes 88. So 176 divided by 2 is equal to 88. The first 0 here does not change the number, so the real answer is 88. And that is it. So finally, let's see number 7. Number 7. If we are dividing something like 5, 9, 7 divided by 2. So this is what we do. 5, 9, 7 divided by 2. So 2 divide 5. Search for 5 here. There is no 5. So look for the one to choose. 2 is smaller than 5. 4 is smaller than 5. 6 is bigger than 5. Go back one step and pick 4. That 4, write it down under that 5. And the middle number there is 2. Put it on top. So 5 minus 4 is 1. And then we'll bring down 9, giving us 19. The 1 here and the 9 give us 19. We'll look for 19 here. There is no 19. So, but we discover that 18 is smaller than 19. But 20 is bigger than 19. So we have to go back one step and pick 18. Write down 18. The middle number is 9. Write it here. And then you subtract. 9 minus 8 is 1. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So finally, we bring down the next number, the last digit, which gives us 17. The 1 and the 7 will be 17. We search for 17 here. There is no 17. But we have 16 there. And the next number is bigger than 17. Even though 16 is still smaller than 17. But the next number after 16 is bigger than 17. So we have to go back one step and pick 16. 16 is written down here. And then the middle number there is 8. We'll write it on top. We subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. And 1 minus 1 is 0. And therefore, 597 divided by 2 will give you 298 remainder 1. In this case, we have a remainder now, remainder 1. So this is how the long division works. And I'm sure you enjoy the lesson. Thank you. God bless you.